I'm not gonna lie to y'all, things are looking very bleak in the game right now as these house guests struggle to find the momentum to play with all these new rules. I mean, the complaining is at an all-time high in there right now, but the show must go on. We do officially have a veto winner and updated plans for the week and all that good stuff, so there is a few things to talk about today, but of course, before I get into all that, it would mean the world if you would subscribe to my channel. I know there's some of y'all that are still new, but there are others that have been watching my channel all season long, but you haven't even subscribed yet. My goal is to hopefully have 17K followers by the end of the season, and I'm almost there, so taking a few seconds to hit that subscribe button would really mean a lot. Also, feel free to give this video a like or hype it below. That's just a new feature that YouTube is trying to roll out. And without further ado, let's begin. So when we last left off, Rachel had been sacrificed in the game in what a lot of fans are dubbing to be the worst twist in Big Brother history. No nominations, no veto, no campaigning, no vote, no nothing. Now, I went into a lot of detail about all of this in my last video, so please make sure to check that one out if you have not yet, because trust me, it's definitely some bullshit. But for now, the game must go on, even though the feeds have been noticeably sad and empty ever since. Lauren was able to win her second HOH of the season, and she ended up nominating Will, Ashley, and Morgan, mainly because they were pretty much the only 3 people left that she hasn't been working with in the game. And Morgan was set to be her main target, but she also did have Keanu in mind as a backup just in case she needed it. Now, heading into this veto, we did hear Lauren and Vince talk about possibly throwing this competition. This is mainly because Keanu would be expecting both of them not to use it, because of course he doesn't know that he's actually Lauren's secret target and replacement nominee. And to make things even better for Lauren, Keanu wasn't even picked to play in this veto, so heading into this comp, it was looking pretty certain that it was going to get used some way, somehow. The veto itself actually ended up being BB Comics this week, which is honestly one of the few competitions left in the game that I'm actually excited to watch on TV. And when the feeds returned back, we discovered that Morgan has won her second veto of the season. And this is obviously really good news for her because things were not looking good otherwise. This is also going to leave a wide open spot for Lauren to go ahead and put Keanu up as that replacement nom. And normally this is where we would all start running scenarios about what could possibly happen with the blockbuster, but instead things may look a lot different this upcoming Thursday because apparently Will is injured. I'm just assuming that this likely happened sometime during the BB Comics competition, and Will is totally fine overall. It's just that his ability to compete in this next blockbuster may be compromised because of his injury. And since a lot of the blockbusters are at least somewhat physical, people are kind of just assuming that Will not be able to play and that it's just going to end up coming to Keanu versus Ashley. And Keanu has proven himself to be a bit of a comp beast in his own right, so right now Ashley is just getting really, really scared.
The thing is he can't win everything. No, he can't. You have to believe in yourself, Ashley, otherwise, like, you know, you're putting that kind of, you know, mindset. No, not even energy. You're defeating yourself already.
Yeah.
Will is still assumed to be safe on the block no matter what, so if Ashley ends up losing to Keanu in the blockbuster here, then she knows that she is automatically going home pretty much. And I think what sucks the most is that every single one of these people, Ashley, Keanu, and Will, none of them got to even compete in the HOH competition because of the safety chain aspect. So whoever does go home out of this group is screwed because they didn't even get a chance to play. And that counts double for Keanu, who didn't even get to play in the veto either. I mean, it's really all just pathetic planning, if anything. I mean, the fans have been complaining about this pretty much nonstop, but the players are more pissed off than anybody, and rightfully so.
3 noms? It's a competition show, which low-key I didn't sign up for a competition.
I mean, it's a competition show, but it's like the house gets up on the block.
Literally.
It's like it's not even fun anymore.
It's
What's
not.
the strategy?
It's not. Yeah, I hate this new school Big Brother.
It's their games, it's their lives, it's their source of income that's being screwed with here, and they know it.
Like everything we've done to this point has been bullshit, because I could just sit in my room, win a blockbuster, or put a puck in a goddamn hamster wheel. The fuck? What are we talking about?
Yeah.
Mastermind?
Yeah.
He's been gone for 2 months, and all of a sudden,
Literally,
now
he's
gone.
running the fucking game.
The whole social strategy aspect of this game is just being rendered useless because now all that seems to matter is the competitions. It's just not what anybody signed up for, so the overall mood is just stale in there.
When you have to nominate half the house, what's the social game of that? Pretty much HOH now is being able to protect people.
It's full.
Rather than who would you like to see out of this house?
Mm-hmm.
And this hasn't been confirmed yet, but the house guests have been hinting that this whole elimination / sacrifice thing, whatever you want to call it, could be a recurring event. This is because it was apparently dubbed the month of mayhem by production, so they've just been in there speculating that this is going to last the rest of the game, which I just really hope that's not the case, and if it was, I hope that they are back there rapidly changing their plans because of all this negative feedback. Because just repeating the same mistake over and over again would be like obviously silly, right? But we are still probably going to have to wait for Tuesday's episode until we know for sure. So anyway, back to the gameplay. Lauren did eventually sit Keanu down to let him know that he will be going up on the block. She's telling him that she wants to put him up there as a pawn, but he knows that that is just some BS this far in the game.
I feel like out of me and Vinny, I don't know, like I haven't done anything to betray your trust. If anything, I've only shown you things to gain it. Even when you put me up the first time, I gave you a hug. I didn't fucking touch anybody out there. I came straight to you because I know that was a hard decision. I hugged you and I said, hey, it's okay. I know that you were pressured by the house. You know what I mean?
I know.
So, I'm not going to lie. That kind of hurts to know that I'm even really a consideration.
Keanu is obviously really upset and overall hurt by this news because from his perspective, him and Lauren have been kind of fighting side by side on the same side of the house for weeks now. After all, he kept her super safe and in the loop during his HOH last week. But the reality is, and this is Keanu's story throughout the whole season pretty much, is that he thinks that he has these people in his corner, but in reality, they just really can't stand him, and that is all the same for Lauren. So Keanu is gonna do all this fighting back and trying to push for Vince to go up instead, but none of it is gonna be effective.
But it would, I'm not going to lie, it would actually hurt my feelings because, like I said, when I had the opportunity to and it would appease the house, I directly showed you that my relationship with my allies means way more to me than them coming after me. It just so happens to be that 2 of them left, and now that it's in our favor, it like sucks that you're even considering using me as a pawn. I can't help but feel like regret for keeping you safe if you're the reason I go home. You know what I mean?
At the time of this recording, the nominations still haven't happened yet, but it's pretty clear that Keanu will be the one hitting the block. I mean, that's been Lauren's plan since she was first dubbed HOH. Right now, it really seems to be a toss-up on Keanu or Ashley leaving, depending on which one of them wins that blockbuster. Will does still seem to be super safe, but there are at least some whispers about possibly getting him out this week. It's nothing super serious yet, but Morgan has been floating the idea that Ashley would be really good to bring to the end.
The best person to take to the end is Ashley. Like, for a final 3, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, because she would definitely be unbeatable.
Yes. And to be fair, in the final 3, she's not beating either of us.
Mm-hmm.
Again, this doesn't have too much motion right now, but it's just something that we're going to keep our eye on. So that is our main storyline going on in the game right now, but there are still a few other things that I'd like to touch on as well. There has been a little bit of drama surrounding Ava these past couple days. Ever since Rachel's elimination, Ava has seemed to flip the switch on her a little bit. Apparently, when they were doing that safety chain HOH maze competition thing, Rachel had grabbed Ava's arm or something like that when she was asking if she could go next. And this apparently offended Ava so much that now she is just acting like she's totally okay with Rachel, her final 2, being gone.
Because you know what bothers me? And no, it bothers me because if Keanu did that to me, everybody would be like, get your hands off of her, never touch a woman that way.
Right.
But Rachel does it. Oh, that's just Rachel being, no, it's not. That was fucking rude.
Yeah.
And you know what? She went home. Unfortunate, yet, bitch, you played yourself.
People have just been a lot more critical of Ava in general in the fandom these past few days because of all this drama with Rachel and also her general passivity in the game. Now, I'm personally going to wait for the episode to come out so I can see this big controversial arm grab for myself before I start jumping to conclusions, and I would suggest you do the same. So that's all I have for today. Of course, I want to know, how are you feeling about the game right now with all of these new changes that are taking effect? If the move really is to make competitions everything in this end game, then that really sucks because that really narrows down the playing field on who's even going to have a chance of winning. So things are looking kind of bleak right now, I'm not going to lie, but unfortunately we're just going to have to wait and see how everything shakes out. I'll maybe be back sometime on Wednesday just to update you all with where everything stands heading into this vote. Depending on if there are any big changes or not, we'll have to see. But until then, bye.